Check it. You are not safe in your own community. The statistics will shock you. And I'm going to say it like this. Listen, these are statistics they do not want you to know at all. Like Memphis have over 400 homicides already this year alone. And a violent crime happens every 25.9 seconds in America. These aren't just numbers. They're your neighbors, your family, your neighborhood, everybody, friends. It's like you have to be concerned because it happens in every city. My hometown, every state, every city across the country. And like every 25.9 seconds, it's gun violence erupting. Somebody lost their life or somebody badly injured on their way to the ER. You know what I'm saying? So you have to put those things in consideration. And it's like it's a ton of things that's causing this to continue to go on. Like overall, Memphis, St. Louis, and Detroit tops the most dangerous cities list. Yeah, they are in the top 10. Memphis, St. Louis, and Detroit. Those are the most violent cities in America. And on the news, they will tell you the crime rate has dropped, but in real time, it's a different story. In real time, it's a different story. They're not gonna tell you the truth on the news. They'll sell you a story. You can't believe what you hear on TV. You can't believe what you hear on a news network, on YouTube, or any social media outlet. People will tell you anything. The news make money to sell you a lie. But in real life, in real time, and these are statistics, man. These are real Google search statistics. Every 25.9 seconds, somebody or some type of violence somewhere in somebody's hood has taken place, man. You know, somebody lost their life or somebody being hurt. And that's real. Some type of violent crime, even rape, even kidnapping, you name it. You know, so you have to put these things in consideration. Like, you're not safe nowhere in these times. And the main, especially in crime flooded areas, you know, and crime flooded areas are caused by economic struggles and social challenges. You know, they are danger zones, and the reason for that is the hidden factors are there are certain communities that lacks resources. Like, for example, like Detroit, right? There's a lot of money in Detroit, but when it comes to the black community, it's like the city of Detroit don't put money or flood money into the black community to help the black people. You know what I mean? Like the homeless people or convicted felons who are just getting out and they trying to find a job. They need a source of income. They need a way of survival. You know, they come back home trying to be a better man, take care of their families, their wives, baby mamas, you name it, girlfriends, mamas, you name it. And they make it hard for them because, you know, the system judges you on your past. Like, basically, the system judges you on your past. And a lot of jobs not going to hire a convicted felon or somebody who been in prison before. Like, it's even some restaurants won't even hire a felon, but most restaurants will, or landscaping companies. But when it comes to Detroit, like Detroit population consists of like multiple racial. And it's like you have Mexicans there, you have blacks, you have whites, you have Hispanics, you have other ethnic backgrounds, Chinese, Vietnamese, Canadians there. And these other ethnic backgrounds are taking over the jobs, especially the Mexicans. And that's why the blacks are having a hard time in these cities to get a job, to recover from an economic struggle. And usually, if a guy can't find a job, and usually when a man gets depressed or get frustrated, upset, they try to do right but can't. The first thing, the first thought that comes to a mind is, fuck this shit. I gotta get back out here and trap. I gotta get back out here and rob. I gotta make a way. I gotta feed my kids. I gotta feed my wife. I gotta help my mom. She's sick. Things like that will jump into a man's mental, and shit like that will make a man psych out. So what I just said is basically the frame of mind of the average black man in these major cities like Detroit, St. Louis, and Memphis. You know what I mean? And guys, they take desperate measures because they got to eat. They need money. You know what I mean? So a man feel like I got to do what I got to do. And that's the root cause of the high crime rate in these cities. That's why these cities are dangerous. You know, and you have to think about the fact that these cities are major cities. They overpopulated. And you have to think about the system. You have to think about the city government. The city government don't care about the black people, the black brothers, the black sisters. You even have women out there that's committing crimes in these major cities because they trying to feed their babies. They trying to feed their kids, and they can't do it because they don't have no way, or better yet, they have a hard time getting money, getting their job. So they sell their body, or they engage into a mob or whatever. They click up with a mob or whatever and start setting other guys up to rob them, take their money, take their dope, and blah, blah, blah. And that's why it's so dangerous in these cities. People need resources, finances, and the city don't care, you know. And people, and a lot of people don't understand that actually have money that's in higher places and in higher positions. They don't understand that in these major cities it's overcrowded. You have multiple ethnic backgrounds, and it's like it's on so much money that the government, city government, state government will actually spend because they're trying to keep money in their pocket for themselves. You know, you already know the rich trying to get richer, so they're gonna be stingy with some of that money. They're not gonna share over half of their profits or funding to help out the whole city. That's not happening. You know what I mean? It's not happening. And it's like when it comes down to people in the comment section, I know 9 times out of 10 somebody might hop on this video, look at it, listen to it, hop in the comment section and be like, you can't feel sorry for nobody, fuck them and blah blah blah. You got it wrong, but no, I'm right. I am right. You know, because you have to think about this. These city officials, these city local governments are corrupted. They don't care about the people in the city. You know what I mean? But they do care about their agendas. You know what I mean? And you have to think about it. The government, state governments, national governments, they all connected together. So they're not going to care about the average person. You know what I mean? They're not going to care about the population like that. That's why you have all these crimes going on in these cities. These guys don't have a way to get out. They stuck, they trapped in their environment. But what people have to realize too in these hoods, like black people as a whole, need to become smarter too. You have to get out your element also. You know what I mean? You have to learn and accept the fact that you have to make a change and get out your element to make your situation better. But at the same time, that don't excuse the fact that these city governments don't care. That's why you have a high crime rate. That's why it's not safe in these communities. These people know that. It's a whole system. It's a whole agenda. But the solution to this problem is to stay prayed up, watch your back, stay dangerous. Watch what's going on beside you, behind you, in front of you. You have to be aware of your surroundings and who's standing around you, who's watching you, if anybody's watching you. Like, you have to be on point. You have to watch everything. You have to stay on your square. You know what I mean? Especially if you're an honest citizen and you actually have finances, you making money, you balling, you doing good, and you getting legal money. Be careful, man, because you have some desperate people out here. That's why the crime statistics are skyrocket, like it's up there. Almost in every major city, but the cities I just named are the worst. But you have to think about Jacksonville, Atlanta. You have to think about Orlando. You have to think about cities like Montgomery, Alabama. You have to think about Mobile, Pritchard. Those are dangerous cities. People in these places, I rode through these cities. I done seen these hoods on the low. You know, I rode through these hoods undisguised. So by me seeing what I seen a lot of brothers out there standing on the street corner and they asking for money. Guys looking kind of thuggish, and they trying to make a way. Like they out there, they frustrated, they angry, they mean mugging. These guys walk around angry and they willing to do anything and everything just to get a dollar. It has gotten that bad out here. It gotten that bad out here, straight up. And but the problem can actually be solved. But it's like all these counties, all these city governments have to get involved and do something about it. They talk a good game on the news and saying they invest money into this and also into that. But I can't see it. I can't tell, because if you really did do that, you wouldn't see these guys out here going crazy like gorillas or animals, you know. And you have to take into account on the economic struggles. Like you have to realize you have restaurants going out of business, you have stores going out of business, you have gas stations, tire shops, simple jobs going out of business. Every time a business decides to close up shop and go out of business, that's a job lost for maybe 10, 15 brothers from that neighborhood. So when that happens, them 10, 15 brothers that used to work at that store or that tire shop or that barber shop, whatever you name it, restaurant, you name it, they thinking in their mind like, man, what I'm gonna do? Dang it. I don't have this job no more. They went out of business. I don't have no way of getting money, so I gotta do what I gotta do. Guess what they gonna do? They gonna go to the streets. Because if they apply for another job, if they go to the white man and apply for a job, the white man gonna turn them down, because you know the white man, they operate different. The white man, you know, they go by your history. But when it comes down to a restaurant, tire shop, something like a neighborhood restaurant, neighborhood store, they not gonna check for all that. That's a big difference. That's a social difference. That's a community difference. That's an economical difference, man. You have to think about all those things, man. Those are hidden factors, you know, that make certain communities crime hotspots. Because if you had more tire shops, more detailed body shops and mechanic shops and corner stores and gas stations and other things like flower shops or something like that, something simple, or a landscaping company in the neighborhood, a black owned landscaping company or something. I guarantee you, if you have more of those in the community, you will see less crime, because all these brothers really want is a chance. And like a lot of this stuff I'm talking about is psychological. When it comes down to the community, when it comes down to the culture, all of this stuff is psychological and strategic. Because like I said, the people that controls these cities and counties, they know what they're doing. They're just being strategic. You know, they trying to destroy us or destroy my black brothers on the down low, but they doing it slowly. And it's working. It's working effective thus far. But this one I'm gonna say tonight before I end the video, right? Whoever watching this video and you from Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, Florida, Michigan, St. Louis, Chicago, Milwaukee, Texas, Houston, Dallas. If you, well, wherever you from, you need to send and share this video with everybody, so all the black brothers can check this video out and listen to me. Because what I'm talking about right now should be a wake up call for everybody. Because it's urgent, man. But it's not gonna get better until everybody stop and pause, hit the pause button and think about this and come together and start building something. That's what it's gonna come down to, because if that don't happen, it will get worse. It's not gonna get better at all. But anyway, excuse me. If you like this video, smash the like and subscribe button on my indie video, and I'm out. Peace.